let's talk about racism and dating. First of all, the phrase "ew, a black guy" comes to mind. I mean, my goodness, I even have 21 witnesses to them harassing me and editing my pictures and videos for sexual control. Okay, that's what it equals. Okay, we don't present any black guys who are presented as true African heroes, true black heroes. Okay, you only have kind of token minorities, house blacks, we'll say, etc., and kind of gang members presented. What happens, right? It feeds into the racist system, the systematic racism in dating. It is easier, for example, for an attractive black woman to date an attractive member of another race than it for an attractive black guy. Okay? It's just how it is. And now one could argue it's the same for other races, including white people. But here's what's not the same. Black people own very little money and capital collectively and are 13% of America. Okay? Racism never allowed them to get back on their feet. Look at the legacy of slavery and Jim Crow and segregation and the murder of black leaders. Okay? Women do not respect that black people did more for civil rights in this country, certainly disproportionately, than any other group. So they don't respect the content of people's character. They don't look to the fig tree for the figs. They look to the thorn bushes, as they say, as the Bible would say. They don't look for where you'd expect the righteous person to be in the first place. Instead, they say, "You a black guy." Some female today on the internet said she likes guys who are intelligent and industrious. Okay? Republicans would play this off. Some liberals would play this off. But we all know what she means is she like guys who have a form of intelligence, and there's many forms, mind you, okay, that gets money in society so he can buy her nice things and make her feel like she's sophisticated and smarter than other people and accepted by society. Okay? Some of the most racist people in history were well educated. Hitler, Francis Galton, who coined the term eugenics. Okay? The social club people who started the Ku Klux Klan were obviously educated people. How many people with college degrees were in the Klan? How many judges and police chiefs and politicians? Okay? Racism comes with arguments based on education and technology and quote unquote civilization over the content of the character. The only way to not be racist is to not let anything deter you from dating based on the content of the character. Anything else is based on cultural norms which are derived from race. Do you think the skater culture doesn't come from white people, for example? Or the cowboy culture? Okay? Do you think, the academic cultures don't come from white people? These are race-based and they're unfair. They sabotage groups and kept them from breeding healthy people. They kept them from having the opportunities. That's why there was affirmative action and so on and so forth. Okay? When you see people date based on money, there's a racial component to it because white people, white-skinned people, have all the money. Okay? When you see them date based on how much of a snappy dresser they are. The clothes are mostly for white people, by white people, and they make clothes for thugs or something, to make them seem like less qualified, less tempting candidates in regards to mating and dating. If you don't know that I'm right by now, shame on you. If you don't know that people say "you a black guy" because of a calculated propaganda campaign to break down the third world, to starve 9 million people a year around the world that are disproportionately people of color, almost entirely people of color, I'd imagine, okay, then you're an idiot. Okay, these people literally starve non-white people to death to help create the situation where you say "you a black guy," where you look at the handsome, less than rich hero, okay, someone like me. Obviously, I'm in my own car right now, okay, so there's no, I'm not some scrub with a bus pass and lives in his parents' basement. I have thousands of dollars in the bank. But because I'm not super rich and because I'm doing the right thing, I'm shunned. And the reason why I'm shunned is because doing the right thing includes helping colored people, non-white people, have a fair chance in life, and the white oppressor, quote unquote, is preventing that from happening, and that includes sabotaging me. Okay, there's a reason why African martial arts aren't expressed. They even give Brazil credit for capoeira because it's racial supremacy. Okay, America is a racist nation. It always has been. When you never allowed the non-white people in your country to be treated the same, then it's still a racist country. What other way could be? What other way could it be? When we look at who does the best academically, why is it Africans from Africa and Asians? It's not white people. So how come white-skinned people, disproportionately have the wealth? Because you do not allow the talented black people, okay, to acquire wealth and to help the other people out. And if you do it at all, it's a catch-22. You say, we'll help you do that if you uphold white supremacy here, if you push our eugenic, reproductive control campaigns, okay? You are sick, racist people if you do not concede my point with actions. Like Bruce Lee said, knowing is not enough, one must apply. They even change my voice and my image in my videos. Okay, don't you see how racist this country is? Because they don't want you to see that the ideal man in truth, due to the history of martial arts and how it relates to righteousness and how that affects the way once one looks naturally, their natural appeal, is a mixed black person with a black African patriarchal line. They do not want you to come to that conclusion because they are racist. And in a country of over 300 million people, everyone's going to sit there playing stupid and help them sabotage me instead of help me, because it is a racist country, okay? You're an idiot if you don't know that.